Hello, high vibes for you. My name is Michelle, and in this video, we are all about the Libras. Libra season is finally in full effect. I am a Libra and my son, my birthday is October 20th. So happy birthday to all my other fellow Libras if your birthday is before or after mine. Wow, what can I say? I can definitely say that I woke up today feeling great. I felt like there was just this strong energy in the atmosphere of like determination, awakeness, and just self, like just self. Everything is about self this season. I feel like, at least with me it is, and I feel like in general with other Libras that I know, that's kind of like the feeling, the vibe that I'm getting. Like we're stepping and stomping on our own necks this season. So that's really dope. So I'm not gonna hold you up here. I don't want to talk forever. I am timing myself with this reading, but I created a Libra spread that is basically the formation of the Libra constellation. If you don't know what that looks like, go Google it and you will see what I'm talking about. So we're going to get into that spread, and basically it's to bring clarity to, you know, where you are now, what your focus is, what you're walking away from, and what's coming towards you, essentially. But it's all laid out very cute in our little star. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into that. I'm using the Mars. I don't know how to say the name of this deck, so I don't mess it up. I'm using the Melanie Marquise Spellcaster's Tarot for this reading. I'm being led to do that. Normally, you guys see I use my Afro Goddess Tarot plugs left and right here. Anywho, if you want that one, you can find it on Etsy or AfroGoddessCollection.com. And if you're interested in the other one, they have them at your local Barnes & Nobles. You can look on Amazon. That's probably the most price-efficient place to find this deck if you're interested. I'm going to try to do better about leaving that in the description, because I know when I first started out, like I still to this day, certain readers will have decks that, you know, you feel really resonate with you. And of course, the imagery and stuff, it speaks to you. So you want to use the same ones. I get it. I am no blocker, so if there is a deck that I use, please feel free to leave it in the comments. If you're interested, reach out to me, and I will gladly get you that information and send you a link. All right, so Spirit, this is for my Libras, the Libra season spread that we just went through. I did this spread on me, and let me tell you, the accuracy that's in this spread is ridiculous. So I'm curious to see who all this resonates for, and the clarity that it brings to the situation. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into that. This is for the Libra season 2019. Spirit, let us know what is going on for the collective. How beautiful is that? Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress already popping out. Y'all, this is our card. Didn't I tell you that? Like this evolution of self, this like a self-awareness of your desires, of what you don't want anymore, of what you've been tolerating that you're like, whoa, hold on, wait a minute, that's not me. I'm creating this life that I want. I don't have to sit around and wait on nobody to come and save me. She don't look like she need no saving. She looking back like, oh, you thought you was about to do what? You came to do what? Keep me company? Y'all, let's get into it, okay? So the first card we have out the deck is the Knight of Wands. This is the overall energy. Like I said, it's this new passion that you have to just impulsively get out there and handle your business and go for what it is that you want, make drastic changes. It's like I said, it's impulse. It's like as soon as you get the idea and you've thought about it for a second, you're like, okay, I'm about to do this, you jump on it. That's what it is right now. It's like this impulsiveness to get your stuff together, basically, is what I feel with a lot of people is going on right now. Then over here we have the Queen of Cups. This is actually what you are leaving behind going into this season, which is putting a lid on your emotions, kind of knowing how you feel, but maybe blocking it out or tuning it out. I feel like maybe you're the type of Libra that just to keep the peace or keep the balance, because Libras, for the most part, we don't like confrontation. We always try to figure out a peaceful resolution, even sometimes if that means self-sacrificing our own happiness. or wants or needs. But honey, this season you said, no more of that shit. Okay, I've gone through the mud. I done lost my shoes. I'm still sitting here trying to be pretty. You've been handling it so well, keeping your emotions locked up in this lid. And typically, this is a queen that knows her emotions and she's in control of them, but she doesn't express them. I feel like with this, all this water of emotion coming out behind her, it's like, how are you going to hold all that in this cup? You're not. This is like full empowerment. I feel like you're fully in tune with your emotions and you're letting them flow with this card coming out and what you're leaving behind. And then when we look at the position of number 3, what you're gaining and taking with you from this experience is judgment. You've been rebirthed. I feel like with the judgment card coming out here, it's like just through all the experiences leading up into our season, it's like been getting thrown into this pot. And I feel like we've had a hard, I don't feel like every Libra has had it hard, but I feel like for majority, there's been a lot of hardships leading up to our season. And I say our season because that's the focus of this reading is the Libra season. So this is resonating for September 23rd to October 23rd. I think that's the dates of the season. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. But anyways, so you've been rebirthed into this new outlook, into this new self-love that you have. And that's where it really starts from. You've been exuding all this emotion, holding your emotions back for the sake of other people and dealing with other situations. And it's like this pot, it's built up. And instead of it boiling over and you like basically being cooked, it created you sprouting up with this new outlook on life. And it's like God himself allowed you to go through these situations to transform you and for you to have this awakening and to be brought to this truth within yourself that exists. Like, no, I didn't put you here for that. I didn't put you here to be somebody's doormat and for you to just sit on your emotions. Let those things flow. You're human just like everybody else. And so what this is bringing you towards is the 9 of Cups. I feel like for a while you have had an idea of what you wanted to do. You've always had your dreams kind of inside of you and had the ideas and stuff. But now I feel like you're going towards this 9 of Cup energy where it's manifesting. You're like, okay, well, what do I want to bring into the physical? Because I'm impulsive right now. I'm feeling very passionate. I'm feeling very strong. I'm charging towards it. So whatever it is that you want to do, I feel like you're definitely thinking of how you could bring this into fruition with the 9 of Cups here. This is just like sitting back and waiting on your 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment. You're taking a look at what it is that is emotionally fulfilling in your life and you're bringing that in with this 9 of Cup energy. So then when we look at the position of number 5, what this is stemming from and what changed is you being in this boundary, you having these boundaries built up around you and being in this defensive mode and feeling like, oh, I can't feel like this, maybe that's too harsh, or you know what I'm saying, not really letting your emotions free honestly, or being in tune with yourself, feeling guarded all the time. And now it's kind of like you've gained this new perspective with the Judgment card and the 9 of Wands here, especially with the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. This is saying to me, like, it's okay for me to let my guard down and be who I am and be passionate about something in life and be passionate about me and go for it when I want to. I don't have to wait on anybody's permission or for me to tell me or for them to tell me it's okay for me to feel okay about doing something or going for something that I've been wanting to do. And so this is awesome. You're coming out of your shell here. And so the lesson of number 5 is divine communication. A lot of readers you'll hear say that this is like fast communication coming in electronically. That doesn't always mean this with me. To me, in this situation with the 9 of Wands and the 8 of Wands, I feel like you're receiving guidance and divine communication from God himself, from spirit, the universe, whatever you identify with. However, this is above you. You've been communicating back and forth with God, and it's brought you to this level of confidence where you are coming out of your shell. You've been awoken, basically. And I feel like that's a general message for Libras. I feel like we're being awakened to the soul level of our existence and what we were put here to do, what really gets our heart going, what really serves us, what's really emotionally fulfilling. I feel like this is the guidance that you've been receiving, the validation, confirmation, synchronicities leading up to this point to cancel out this 9 of Wands energy. And so when we look at number 7, which is the cause behind you leaving, behind you changing this, we have the High Priestess. What did I say? You've gone through a spiritual awakening. The High Priestess, can you see that? Okay. The High Priestess is an all-knowing being. The High Priestess is very spiritual. In my other deck, the High Priestess has her third eye open. So, of course, your third eye is open. This is the birth of your new life. With this baby here, some of you guys have decided to go through an impulse and have a baby. You may not have everything in line or all together, but you're like, you know what? Bump this. It's my time. I'm going for it. And you might have a real baby. For others of you, this is a career. This is a new you that you're birthing. This is actually you, and you're creating the life that you want. You're looking and reflecting on, okay, this is where I came from. This is where I've been. This is what worked. This is what didn't work. This makes me feel like this. So-and-so gives me this type of vibe. You're paying attention to every aspect of your life, even down to the food that you intake, down to the clothes that you wear, down to what you intake on social media, down to what you watch on TV. When I tell you the High Priestess is somebody who is all-knowing and covers all aspects of it, it's all aspects of it. Spiritually and physically in this realm, you are feeding yourself with knowledge that is birthing a new you and having you come out of this emotion being kept in this jar. It's letting you flow into who you are supposed to be with this Judgment card showing up. So when we look at position number 8, this is the effective number 2. It's union. It's a solid foundation in your life. You're embarking upon, when I see the 4 of Wands here, it's like, this is like the spirit you and this is the physical you, or this is the physical you and the spirit you, however you want to look at it. But basically, this is God linking these two together. It's a solid foundation of your soul and your physical existence, and coming into harmony with one and operating on a conscious level with the High Priestess here. It's a new you that you feel very grounded in, that can't be shaken or swayed by other people. This is something between you and God. This is something that you are the driving force of. And God is your light source. Your angels and guides are behind you, giving you synchronicities and signs. And now that you've been introduced to this union, this 4 of Wands energy, you don't want to let it go. Yeah, 2 of Cups. It's a love like you've never gotten before. You love yourself, and yourself is loving you back for loving yourself. It's like this evenly yoked relationship. It's like it's like when you get a new boyfriend and like everything is going good, and like he says all the right things, he smells good, he look good, you know what I'm saying? And he's just on point, and you just be sitting there waiting like, but what's the catch? What's the catch? But there is no catch, because you're falling in love with yourself. You're falling in love with your life. You're creating a life that you love, that you look forward to, and is built off of solid foundations with the 4 of Wands here. That's beautiful. So now, because I'm nosy and I want to see what else. So this is what the bottom of the deck is talking about. This is what this Empress energy is encompassing. This is what's going on behind her. So when she's looking back at you like that, she's like, you ready? You ready? You ready, Libra? Because we about to do this, okay? So now I want to get a more in-depth look, as if you guys need one. Because this spread is awesome. I love this spread. I genuinely sat down and I was like, because I had seen a birthday spread before, and it had 9 cards. Sorry if you could see my janky ponytail, but it had 9 cards, and it was just the spread itself. I couldn't get into it, and the questions that was being asked, it was kind of repetitive. So I was like, you know what, Spirit, like, let me create a spread from scratch, from my heart, for us Libras, for the Libra season. And that came to me like, oh, let me just use the constellation of Libra, because it's kind of like a dope little spread the way it's set up. You kind of can't see it. I might not be doing it much justice with my small workspace here, but you get the gist of it if you were to look it up, like I said. So anywho, Spirit, let's get some clarifying cards for a more in-depth look, please, for further explanation, clarification into these situations here. So I'm just going to go around and I'm going to pull 3 cards to get a more in-depth look, more explanation, whatever Spirit wants me to let you know about the cards that you see here. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. I don't typically do reversals. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see. Anyways, so, excuse me. with the Hangman, it's like you're seeing things from a different perspective. You're seeing things from a spiritual perspective, but you're also grounded in the physical as well. So it's balancing the two through your optical view. And this is clarified again with the High Priestess. You're in this High Priestess energy. So you're looking at things out of a conscious view and not so much reacting emotionally to the benefit of other people around you, but for yourself. It may come across as selfish to some people. You're definitely probably going to lose some people that weren't really for you, because if somebody is for you, they're not going to always expect you to give in or always have to take the short end of the stick or compromise. It's going to be a very understanding situation. That's human nature. That's life. For the Libra spread for clarification, please. So you walking in this new power, this new confidence, especially if you're not known to do that and you're guarded for the most part when it comes to your feelings and expressing them, you're definitely going to get some looks, probably some questions like, are you feeling okay? What's wrong? Like, you know what I mean? That type of thing, because it's this, look, when I tell you, you are turning into a whole new person. Like, you're turning into a whole new person. Like, you're not going to operate on the same level that you were. When you look at how you were operating before you discovered yourself and this newfound love for yourself that you can give to yourself and you don't need it from nobody else, honey, only child syndrome all day, okay? I'm just letting you know. So, let's get into it. So, with the Knight of Wands here, please clarify. You gonna throw it at me, though? Like, dang. My deck is being petty. He's showing out for the camera. I have a relationship with my decks. Like, I really be talking to them, okay? So, we have the Nine of Cups, and yeah, you are in this passionate fire energy because you've been waiting around for the Nine of Cups, I feel like, to come in the way you've been operating, and it hasn't been working. You got this realization that, wow, I've been rejecting my true emotions and how I feel, sitting here holding up these cups for everybody else, putting my feelings on hold, overlooking how I truly feel about shit. And you know, that's the reason why you're very passionate now. You've had this awakening that, damn, I gotta stop rejecting everything. I gotta stop rejecting these emotions that I feel and focusing on other people's emotions, because this isn't serving me. I'm never going to get emotional fulfillment for this. And so now that's what's changing. You're going after your emotional fulfillment. You're laying that to rest. You've had some meditation. This is a Four of Swords. So with the Four of Swords, it speaks to rest and rejuvenation, or meditating. This is like you laying to rest this behavior, and you're see, like the synchronicity to this for me. This is your feelings, and this is you rethinking that. Like, oh wow, my feelings, they have to matter, right? I've been putting, like, you're putting these three swords up on the wall, other people's emotions. You're hanging them up. You're like, no, I'm resting on this. What is it that I really feel? What is this sword for real? What does this mean to me? What emotional fulfillment do I want to bring in for myself? Because you clearly see, thinking about their emotions only, it's not bringing that in. So something had to change. And so when we get over here to the Queen of Cups, 3 cards, please, for the Queen of Cups. What is this Queen of Cups here? What brought this here? Yep. You wanted a change. Ah! Come on now. Y'all know I got a little table. You wanted a change. Like I said, you came out of this rest and rejuvenation mode on reflecting, and you wanted a new world. And this new thought, this Page of Wand energy, is this new passion that you're feeling with the Knight of Wands, which is why you want to charge into it and rush into it, because it's this new hot passionate feeling. It's giving you excitement. It's giving, like, you love this new feeling. You see a whole new world of possibilities with this feeling. Empress right next to that, okay? Just keep that in mind. So when we move over to the Judgment card then, which I feel like you've been reborn into this awakening. Yeah, Queen of Swords. What did I say? Same cards, different deck. You decided you were reborn into the Queen of Swords, Queen of Sword energy. What that means is that you became confident and started paying attention, thinking very clearly, okay, what serves me, what does not serve me, what am I going to allow? And through all this, God has been helping you. Didn't I say this bird is very divine? God has been steering you and guiding you and giving you synchronicities and signs and showing you things and people and situations and habits that you chose, what works for you and what doesn't. Here's that communication card again. The bird isn't on this one, but you get what I'm saying. The bird was in this picture. He was talking to you directly. This is just letting you know that they're talking, okay? And you had to sort this out. Maybe it wasn't the easiest thing for you to do. Maybe some of the habits or some of the people, you know, it gave you fight. It caused confusion because it was like, whoa, like what is this new communication from you? You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is you communicating with other people trying to sort it out and you got to see the real side of them and it caused some conflict with you changing. But you're Empress. You cut that shit out. You don't care. You know what I'm saying? You focused on you right now. Look, quickly. You don't care. I feel like this is also you being shown these people. Look at this. Things turning. 7 of Swords. I feel like you got to see some of the true colors of people with the 7 of Sword energy coming up. And 7 of Sword energy, same thing on you. You took your thoughts and left the ones that didn't matter. It was like, you know what? It's time for me to go. Like, quickly getting away from deceit. So, things turning in your favor. And you standing in your strength and trusting the inner divine, the God in you. Trusting God to keep you strong. Making strong decisions and solid decisions. So, with the 9 of Cups. We have the Chariot. We have the 7 of Swords. And we have the Emperor. So, you quickly, okay, grabbed your thoughts, collected your thoughts, left the negative ones, okay? Or the thoughts that you had towards other people, those changed quickly and you became this Emperor. So now you're in this position where it's like, you know what? I'm only focusing on what serves me and I'm only waiting on the emotional fulfillment from those things. And I'm about to manifest them and bring them into the physical. I'm not getting my ass up for none of you motherfuckers, okay? Not unless you make it worth it. Excuse my language. I did cuss, but I wanted to drive that point home. Like, do you see his face? Do you see his face? Does he look like he playing with y'all? No, he's not. He look like, okay, bye. Bye. Okay. So now, when we look at position number 5 here, with the 9 of Wands, what's going on with these boundaries and burials? Yeah. 9 of Wands again. You're deciding, you see now that how you were guarding, I feel like these are boundaries against yourself, like incorrect boundaries at that. And you're trying to move away from this. You're moving forward. It may be burdensome just because of some of the things that you discovered, some of the hurt from this 7 of Swords experience here with the 6 of Swords moving forward. But you're progressing towards calmer waters regardless, because with this 5 of Swords energy, you see how the way you were thinking and the actions you were probably taking, they were self-inflicting. They were causing problems, I feel like, and possibly hurting people, even though you thought you were helping people. And when I say hurting people, thinking you were helping people, you could have been enabling somebody with a bad habit or to stay in a relationship that may have been toxic. And maybe the way that they told the story, it may have been, you know, oh, well, or maybe you knew it was toxic, but like you were just trying to look out for your friend and they had like more pros than they did cons in the relationship. Maybe you didn't understand the level of toxicity to it. Either way, 9 of Wands is right here on top of the 9 of Wands. Same card, different deck. You've learned through these experiences what you need to hold on to and what you need to let go of. You've taken the blindfold off and you're no longer just going through the motions of serving other people. You're holding on to your passions and your emotions and you looking at everybody else like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I'm not going through that. You're not going to have me guarded towards my feelings, towards myself, and feeling like I always got to stick up for y'all. So now I'm gonna have this wand here and I'm just gonna reflect. You know what I'm saying? Reflecting with the communication card right underneath that. Why? Because things are turning in your favor. God is listening to you and you're listening to God. Clear as day. seeing things from a higher perspective. Do you see this? You're no longer giving unequally to yourself here with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You've been giving to other people, being charity in the physical. Maybe you were giving food, giving money, giving your time, giving your ear on the phone, honey. Listen, your characters when you texting, like so many things here, but either way, it was not balanced for Libra. That scale, if it could move, okay? So that's why the Temperance is right after this. This needed to happen, whatever it was that you went through, to show you and expose you to this newness, this feeling that you're experiencing. That's what the communication was for, and bringing in, letting you know, like, no, you need to turn this around. Things need to go in your favor. Okay, you need to give to yourself more than these other people. And so that's what ended up happening with the High Priestess. That's when you turn and transform into that. You got the balance that you needed. You started pouring into yourself and paying attention to your situation. And you put this Queen of Cups on. Okay? That's where the Queen of Cups came from. Hence as to why it's right next to the High Priestess. This is how Spirit is talking to you. Okay? This is how you got into this Queen of Cup energy, putting your emotions in the cup and staying on this. She's focused. Okay? She knows what her emotions are. She understands how she could be feeling, but she's not. Those emotions are in this cup. She's only operating from the Temperance energy, giving to herself and operating in the High Priestess. As a result, we have the Four of Wands. What is the Four of Wands here? Justice, Ten of Swords, and Three of Wands. Moving on, like it's like it's justice, because with the Four of Wands, a solid foundation, we have past life energy here. You've come into your purpose. You've stepped into your calling. Or if you haven't already, you're getting ready to embark upon that with this Libra season. This is bringing you back to who you are. Like I said, the essence of who the conscience is underneath all that skin, behind the social media, the influence of your friends and family, society. That's what this is saying next to the Hierophant. The true you. Who you were put here to be. Do you see the same cards, different deck? Same cards, different deck. I'll even leave these out here for you so you can see. You're getting justice because you finally completed this thought pattern, this cycle that you were ordained to go through God, because without going through this, you wouldn't have got to this rebirth moment. You wouldn't have been able to see the people or things you've been dealing with, the truth in it. You're in this High Priestess energy now. I told you, Empress is at the bottom of the deck. Now you are moving forward strictly out of faith and what drives you, passions that drive you. You've dropped these other wands and you're not looking back. Okay? And as a result, I'll leave this here for the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is you, the Hierophant, changing your views. And it's like a new contract with yourself to always be committed, to always have self-love first before anything else. That's the foundation that you're building this new on. It's of self-awareness, relationship with God. I feel like a lot of us have gone through so much. God was the only person that we could talk to. To be honest, I'm speaking from experience. Because there are some situations that even if I did speak on it to somebody, what you gonna do? You can't do nothing. It's a situation where it's in God's hands. You understand? And as a result, okay? As a result, look at this. Look at this. The Empress. Your heart's desires, your dreams, this new beginning, this fresh start, this new thought process, this new passion that is so new to you. You don't even have all the answers for it yet. You don't even know how you're going to do all this, but you know God's got your back. You got angels watching over you. You know that this is something that you're meant to do, and you're ready to, you're taking charge full-fledged, confidently. And the wheels are turning in your favor because you're looking at things from a higher perspective now. You've healed. You understand what I'm saying? Things have been revealed to you and you listened. You stood in your strength and built that relationship with God. You took it serious about cutting things out and listening and making sure that you didn't repeat the same things. And now you see this new opportunity. And you're going for it. Period. You're going for it. Like, I don't even think I need to pull any more cards. Like, but I will, just to show you that this collaboration, this Three of Pentacle energy, this is you now when you're dealing with other people and their problems and their issues, or whatever the case may be. Is it really worth me giving emotion to? Because you've been awakened into this new judgment. And now you're waiting on your abundance to come in. Because you're clearly making decisions to love yourself. You're in this Queen of Wands energy. You're no longer stuck or wishing and being mopey and hurt over this, or defending other people and their problems. You putting work into yourself and offering yourself love and care and paying attention to your emotions, taking actions towards your emotional fulfillment. Yeah. This is a new beginning for you. Okay? You walking away from things that don't serve you, building up this garden in the process, listening to God, getting your insight, walking away from things that no longer serve you, like I just said. And with the 10 of Wands, some people feel like this is like a burden, like moving forward with burdens. Honey, I feel like this is you moving forward with all your passions, all your dreams, because you know you got all these new ideas in this new beginning, and you can make it happen. Period. Like, this isn't, the Spirit just told me that. This isn't anxiety. This is passionate. This is you waiting on your ships, because you've got so many things that you've been discovered into. So many new opportunities to come. 10 of Pentacles, manifestation, abundance, celebration, even love. That's what I got for you for the Libra season 2019. So I think it's definitely something to be excited about. Congratulations on all the success that you got coming in, the love that you got coming in, the new you. I feel like you wear it well, and only you can wear it. So embrace it and rock it. And happy birthday, Libra. All right, so if this video did resonate for you, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Share this with other Libras alike and like-minded individuals. And subscribe to my channel so you can stay in the loop when I do some more uploads. And until the next video, y'all, bye.